Hi guys, welcome back. We are on to the last purely algebra topic that we've got, and by that I mean we really haven't had much by way of word problems. We've mostly been learning the mechanics of algebra so that we can start doing word problems. Remember, the whole reason that we have math is to solve real life problems. It isn't just to sit and play with letters and numbers, although that is a lot of fun. Um, the rules for rearranging equations are no different than the rules that you already know. So there really isn't anything new in this lesson. The only part that changes is that there's not a lot of numbers. And for a lot of people, that seems weird to be doing math when there are no numbers involved with the math. We don't do this an awful lot in day-to-day life. Well, we don't do algebra a lot in day-to-day life, but we'll come back to that later. Where we end up rearranging equations is in science an awful lot. If you're doing an experiment, repeated results, and you're trying to solve for a final result, oftentimes it's convenient to rearrange for that equation so that you can just plug numbers into the new formula and solve for what you're looking for, rather than having to do the algebra every time over and over and over again. So without further ado, so here's a formula you probably got introduced to way back in grade 6. It's the perimeter formula for a rectangle. Isolate W. And I always have a couple people who ask me, what does isolate mean? It's another way of saying solve for W or get W by itself. So in this case, we want to get everything away from the W and go from there. So it's a plus 2L. We got to subtract from both sides. Now I have 2 times W, which means I'm going to divide everything by 2. So W Now you can rearrange this equation afterwards if you don't like how it looks, because there's those scary fractions again. But honestly, just leave it like that. You're done. Who cares if it's a fraction over 2? You don't have to worry about it, or at least not at this stage. Maybe tomorrow, but today, no, just you're done. All right, solve for x. So once again, we're trying to get x by itself. It is a positive b. Oop. Okay, don't. Not all of you. Oh, crap. Some days things just don't quite work out even when it's nice and simple. Try this one. Again, another formula you probably got introduced to back in grade 6. Let's get the r by itself. Now this is one that we haven't seen an awful lot of, but it doesn't change that you have seen it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your homework.